Welcome to part 54 of Pixels Plays Persona 5 Royal. And please stand by as we update the we got a station on Kasimi's title card. So basically, this title card is basically the party member title card for Kasimi. Because we have like title cards with like a color that's kind of based up on their chat icon. Kasimi's chat icon is red, so like it's not that different from her regular chat icon. I mean, different from the default background. So like this is a little more of a magenta-ish red. Anyway, it took me a little while to get everything back from what I had for Sim Theme Park last night. Also, it feels really weird playing this solely on the screen, because like when I turned on the PS4, I didn't have everything hooked up correctly, so it didn't turn on my TV automatically, and I don't really see the point of turning on my TV. But like, it's also a little weird not having that in the corner of my eye. Apparently, it's like right here. Figure somewhere around here. VIP patients identified. We will now begin the grand tour. The auditorium is now open. Master awaits you there with the patient you seek. Please enter through the door at the left-hand side of the entrance hall. His mother politely informing us of their location. It must be the door. Let's go. I can't. I can save right at the. Ah, okay. What, LAN cable not connected? That's weird. That just should not have any effect on my LAN cable.
Show me your true form.
Okay.
They let their guard down. They'll pay for it with their lives. Sona. Ravage them. I can still feel the rush.
What the hell? Am I gonna check the LAN cable? I'm gonna go quick check the Ethernet cable. Snapped in there, so because we get noticed again, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna repeatedly get a notice that the LAN cable not being connected, even though it clearly is.
Excellent technique, Joker. It's somewhere.
I don't even know we're invited here. Yeah, so suspiciously like the chart we have in Persona 4.
I can see it.
And this just doesn't look like anything.
I'm getting all misty. This is so fun.
Okay, there's nothing in here. Cool. Of course, there's treats.
I'll reveal your true form. Pathetic trash. They didn't see us at all. They're weaker than we are, and particularly weak to wind. You're mine. That's it, Joker. It's time to kill. Hey, it looks cheerful. Try to be funny.
I love Akechi as the navigator. Like, heck, he should just replace Futaba. I'm sorry, like, Futaba can become a combat member, and Akechi can just be our new navigator. After we look closer, we can see you, really young human. You're not even alive for that many years. Why you fight and put yourself in harm's way? That's not really funny. There's no really funny option. I don't actually know. Okay, that's a funny option. I'm frustrated, but I'm going to die soon. You are my strongest rival, but also my friend. You want to give me some nice words of compassion as my rival, as we pass away. Giant peace? You understand now. You cannot accept the finality of death. Okay, that's funny, apparently.
So, That mask any good? Okay.
Ow!
It's a treasure chest. I don't see any traps either.
Are any of them trapped? They're just actually trapped at any point in the game.
Focus.
What are you doing, Ellie?
There seems to be a safe room near us. Let's find it and take a break. It's a safe room.
Let's do it.
Now, let us depart.
Also, why is it still question mark corridor?
Hey,
Just tell you. It was literally they could resolve our differences. How absurd. Dang it. It needs to be freaking voice acted. If you're gonna have automatic dialogue, background dialogue, it should always be voice acted. And I could, like, I mean, for one, part of it's that I prefer to,
I have something.
you know, read it aloud. So if I read it to myself, I probably wouldn't be able to read it in time, but still. The Maruki is up ahead. Make sure you're ready.
Thank you for coming.
What's wrong with Sumire?
She's only sleeping. I've never had any intention of hurting her. Once her inner turmoil begins to settle, I'll have her remember her life as she wishes to live it.
The life that she wishes for, huh? Call it what you like. You're merely brainwashing people for your own satisfaction.
I'm wholly aware that some will interpret my acts that way. But if that self-satisfaction leads to the happiness of thousands of others, don't you agree that outcome is for the best? If I understand correctly, you went and checked in on your friends this past week. This reality is the one that they all wished for. Did any of them seem troubled by that fact?
Also, wasn't this voice acted? I can't remember.
This reality is the true reality. All you have to do is recognize it as such. Once you do, you'll be just as happy as they are. Didn't you see it yourselves? Your friends don't just want to live these lives. They want you to choose this reality for yourselves and live happily too.
This reality.
Please, I want you to understand. For their sake, as well as yours.
My friends want to stay in this reality. But is that really true?
Well, it's time.
If I accept Maruki's offer, my friends and I will be able to live happily in this reality he's created, or so he says. If we stay in this world, we could lead happy lives, free from pain and suffering. But our memories will be distorted to allow for the new circumstances. There's probably no way to avoid that.
For the sake of Yoshizawa-san, and the rest of your friends, I ask you to give me your answer.
I'll probably see the ultimate ending in Lore Runner stream, especially since it's so easy to do. And I just don't care to go for bad endings for the sake of going for bad endings. If there was an achievement for bad endings, then let me see here. Having to adjust the light a bit. Yeah, I had to adjust the camera somewhat, so now like the lighting's a bit off.
Huh?
Negotiations seem to have broken down.
Okay.
I see. It seems we still haven't reached an understanding.
No. You're not serious, right? Please. I'm begging you, Senpai. Please let me live as Kasumi.
Don't hide from the truth.
But why? This pain is too much. Why can't I just leave it behind me?
Also, isn't it a little weird that she's able to get a persona, even though she hasn't, like... I mean, I guess she accepted part of herself, but, like... It does also make sense that we can only rank her up to 5 in lore. Like, that's... Like, one is interesting, like... opposite of lunar narrative dissonance. If there's, like... a antonym for lunar narrative dissonance, then like this is kind of that, like where a limitation to gameplay mechanics actually makes sense, like, you know, where like a limitation that is being done like to some extent so that like, you know, you could have more of a story, you know, for Sumire, I guess, you know, like it would be like I don't know, like there's in some of the games I don't remember. There may have been Hi White Phantom 1. I don't recall exactly, but I think in some of the earlier games there may have been moments where like you had a barrier where you could not progress a particular social link until the story progresses. I don't believe that was the case in Persona 4. It may have been the case for certain links in Persona 3. I remember being a little frustrated that you can't actually pursue any kind of social link with Yukari until maybe 2/3 of the way into the game. I like maybe halfway to 2/3 of the way into the game, and that was a little frustrating. But like the story, but anyway, the story barrier, regardless, makes sense. Like both, like mechanically in terms of wanting to have story moments with the character and this revelation in particular before you progress as the confidant, excuse me. But it also makes sense in lore because you're only getting to know like effectively half of her. Like you're incapable of progressing the link any further because even she doesn't know who she really is at that point.
Kasumi is gone forever, and it's all Sumire's fault.
No, it's not all your fault. It may be partially your fault, although I shouldn't really be saying that out loud. Like, there's a degree to which you can blame yourself. But you currently... There's two factors here. It was not your intention. There was no intent involved. Although... Like, this is a complex survivor's guilt scenario, because there's a degree to which she may have felt like in the moment that things would be better without, Kasumi around in a way. Like, it wouldn't go so far as to, like, wish her dead. There's a degree to which, like, she was jealous of Kasumi and her success. And that kind of... that jealousy, envy, if you will, is going with the motif of Deadly Sins, although they call it jealousy in this game, for purposes of Will Seeds. Like, that kind of jealousy, like, and ill will toward her does create the feeling within her when she died that, like, oh, she almost feels as if she intended, this to happen, which she did not. Like, clearly. But, like, looking back, it almost seems like she can feel like she did want her dead, and it makes her survivor's guilt even worse, basically. She had an I guess it would be called an inferiority complex. But yeah, but anyway, it is partially her fault. It's also Kasumi's choice to pursue you and to save you, basically. It was her choice to potentially, at least, she may not have known that she would have died from the accident, but she probably knew that there was a risk that she would die in place of her sister. So, it was ultimately Kasumi's choice to put her life on the line to protect you. So that's, like, factor one. Factor two, you did not actually have the intent to kill her. Factor three, what happened, and you currently have no control over it. There's no way you can bring her back, even in trying to pretend to be her, to vicariously live as her, is not productive. You need to confront this pain and face it in order to move on and become a better person. And if you're just going to live with someone else, you're not going to, you know, you might progress as Kasumi, but I don't know. Like, this whole notion does, like, have the risk of stagnation, of, like, personal stagnation.
I can't live that kind of life. Please, don't try to stop me.
Don't try to stop me. Please, don't try to stop me. Try to stop me.
If you do, then I'll...
For real? Don't do this.
How stubborn. No matter what you say to her, I doubt she'll understand. I don't think we have a choice in the matter here. I could take care of it for you right now. But you'd prefer her to leave here alive, right? Just hurry up and end this.
Please, don't make me do this. I can't stop this. I refuse to live as Kasumi's killer. Cendrillon!
What?
Persona!
Time. You're mine.
Cendrillon!
Persona! No. Persona! There.
Cendrillon!
Persona! All right.
Please don't do this to me!
It's time. Go down.
Why are you doing this to me? Please, just leave me alone! Please don't do this to me!
She's just mimicking us. Or mimicking what we did on our last turn. More or less, I don't know.
Why?
Looks like you lost.
Why?
You just stop.
Senpai. No. I can't. I can't go back to being Sumire. You saw it all for yourself, Senpai. It's my own fault that my sisters... Why don't you understand?
It's not entirely your fault, but it's like maybe 10% your fault. Like, I mean, I shouldn't be putting it that way.
Please. I beg you.
Yoshizawa-san. I can give you strength, so you don't have to suffer.
Doctor.
Tell me, if you want your pain to end, and desire to live as Kasumi, I'll actualize it!
Did he?
Sadly, she has lost sight of herself. She's in pain. Now, be her guide, and together, escape from the nightmare!
No, I can't. I don't want to go back to my life in cinders ever again.
What the hell? This so-called kindness of his disgusts me. Let's do this quick.
I refuse to go back. I'm happy here. This is where I belong.
I'll rescue you. The only way I know how.
Through hentai tentacle porn!
It's gone totally berserk. We need to stop her persona.
I'll take that.
It ate the smaller one? What a pain. We'll have to beat it before it heals itself again. It's time. Something else. Nice timing. I'll break them. That should do.
For my joy.
Persona! Persona! That should do. Shit.
Out of my way.
Too slow. Let's go. Go down. Not yet.
I'm using the techniques I
Persona. Ravage them. Feel my power. That should do.
Stop!
Damn it. There's no end to this. Just what the hell is this thing?
I refuse to return. I will never go back to being such pathetic, soot-coated garbage!
You can't tell? It's her refusal to accept the truth.
Okay. So we're literally just not...
We can't afford to waste time on this shit.
Like, I already see a viable strategy to this. It is keep on hitting her in a way that destroys her bits or whatever. instantly until she runs out of health. Bam! But apparently we have a cutscene.
Here it comes. I don't think so.
Damn it, Skull. I told you not to rush in by yourself like that.
Boyish voice.
At least it seemed to work out in our favor.
Why? We know who all these people are. I knew you'd be here.
Our apologies for making you wait so long.
Is that
Akechi-kun and Dr. Maruki?
Yeah,
who she's always trapped by?
it's a long story.
Why is her persona doing this?
Also, we kind of suspected Akechi may have been like the first thing to be brought back by Maruki.
What in the world is going on here?
So much of this shit makes no sense, but we'll cover it later. We've got to stop her first, right, Joker?
All right, let's get in formation.
We only had a chance to select our party.
Okay, guys, leave the navigation to me. Let's push him back.
Unbelievable. Why did they come here?
For my joy.
Listen, Joker's on the ground. Can anyone do one of those real intense attacks? Crow's got some moves. Okay, time for a comeback.
Persona! There. I'm great. Persona!
None will stand in my way.
Backing off.
Closing in. Mona, let's get this done. Can we really do this?
Out of my way.
Well done.
Stand
Crow's
down.
knocked down. He needs cover.
For my joy.
Persona! Go down. Yours.
All right, okay, on to the next. Persona. Go! Rose up again. It's payback time.
Beth.
Manifest!
Persona. How's this? Persona.
I feel so powerful.
I'll take that.
Really? Right away?
Let's go.
All right.
I will seize joy.
Persona! That should do.
I'd run if I could.
How do we get rid of fear? How do we get directly to the items that coat?
Ready, Joker. Snap out of it.
Oh. Crank you on.
Let's go!
He's on the ground! You can't fail now!
For my joy!
Crow's got some moves!
It's time. There! Do it!
I'll handle this! On to the next! Persona! Let's heat things up!
I'll break them. That should do.
Take back yours! Make him pay! I'll use my persona! Let's go.
No time for thanks.
Persona! It looks like it's working. Just hang in there a little longer.
I'll take that!
Yeah, that's basically unavoidable, which is bullshit. Like, he should not be able to do that immediately after we... I mean, we can still brute force it, so...
Persona! That's one down! Go, Queen, go! Persona! Anand! Get ready!
Let's go!
I mean, she doesn't always immediately. That's like the only advantage here.
Persona! You're mine. Let's do this. They're wide open. Let's slaughter them. Come on.
Pretty crazy technique, but it worked.
I can hear them. The bells of midnight are tolling. Now, my dream won't be. The clock strikes midnight.
Yoshizawa-san!
You've all... I can't believe you've thrown away your happiness just to come here and... And how? It's impossible.
You're Dr. Maruki, right?
That's right. More importantly, why are...
Dude, what the hell's Doc doing inside a palace? He's ruling this palace, is what he's doing. What? Not only that, He's the one who's generated this whole distorted reality. Isn't that right, Maruki-san?
All of this was done for your own joy.
Our joy.
That's right. I only wanted to grant your wishes. Each and every one.
Wait, you what? What do you mean? We never wished for anything like that.
Is that really true?
Huh?
No, never mind. So, you all intend to deny the reality I've created for you. If you want to fight me, then so be it. If you plan on changing my heart, that's fine too. But before that, I think there's still room for discussion here. Also, I believe taking care of Yoshizawa-san is more important than settling this issue right now.
Planning to run again?
We can get back to fighting if that's what you really want, but I think you're rather exhausted at the moment.
Yoshizawa-san!
There's still time. February 3rd. I'll hear your final decision on the 3rd. If your views can't align with mine by then, we'll have no other choice but a physical altercation. As much as I would loathe that, I still can't give up what I've started. What I swore I'd do. On the day I lost everything that mattered to me.
I've lost his reading. I want to pursue him, but I doubt that's even possible right now.
Let's get out of here. Yoshizawa's gotta rest anyway.
So there's our time limit.
I'm still just as shocked as I was when we first came here. The navigators returned to our devices. A palace is visible in our own reality.
Does this mean reality's broken right now or something? Something to do with Dr. Maruki anyway.
Hey, how much do you already know about this stuff?
Where's Akechi? I should tell him what I know so far.
So Dr. Maruki... he altered our reality to make our dreams come true?
This is all too much for me to handle at once.
Apologies for the interruption. Mind if
There
I
he is.
interject?
That's right! Akechi!
There's no reason to be defensive. Had I wished to kill you all, I would have simply done so already.
He's helping for now.
So you're not here to fight us?
I've already put our feud behind me. Not only that. Since he and I both refuse to accept reality as Maruki sees fit to make it, we currently have the same goal.
So what you're saying is you're using him.
What about the rest of you?
And we're kind of using each other. It's a mutual using.
Considering how you were all living your ideal lives in that other reality, until you decided to come here. Maruki seems to be telling the truth about taking your happiness into consideration. While his heart is distorted, he is quite different from the adults whose hearts you've changed so far. Now that you know his intentions, I'm most interested in learning whether you still plan on fighting him or not.
What do you mean?
I'm up against someone with the power to distort reality as we know it. The more allies on my side, the better. If we all share the same goal, shouldn't we join forces and improve our odds? I'll be going now. Be sure to consider my point.
Hey! Hey! Jeez.
Yoshizawa, are you alright?
Are you okay?
Oh, yes. I'm sorry that I caused you all so much trouble.
No, you don't need to apologize. We should probably go our separate ways for now and discuss it at a better time.
Yeah, tomorrow we can... Oh yeah, third semester's starting up tomorrow, right?
I guess we're going back to school, huh? We still don't have any idea what we want to do from here on out, though.
We've got time. Maruki said he'll wait until February 3rd before... Let's really think it over before making our decision.
Yo, welcome back. Didn't know you guys were out together. Wait, what's wrong, Futaba?
Hey, Sojiro? Is Mom?
You mean Wakaba? Well, what about her?
Nah, it's nothing. It's just I happen to remember something about her, that's all.
I see. Okay, then. You know, I caught myself thinking about her earlier, too. Odd coincidence, huh? Well, I'm gonna head home for the night. How about you, Futaba?
I'm gonna stick around a bit longer.
See? Don't stay out too late, all right? The place is all yours. You've got school tomorrow, too, so get to bed at a reasonable time.
Mom really is gone again. Sojiro sees it that way too now. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you what happened before we came to rescue you. We all ended up here at the same time after you left for Odaiba.
What was that? Wait, you're...
What the? Oh yeah, that's right. Why were you human, Mona?
Yeah! You're supposed to be a cat!
I am not a... Oh wait. Yeah, I guess I am a cat.
How did we never realize?
Cat's the only cat who knows where it's at.
You know, we've got more important things to do than sit around here and figure out what happened to us.
That's right!
I still don't understand why they're not using the cat portrait.
You said he was headed to Odaiba, correct? And with Akechi-kun?
I mean, like, the thing is, like, sure, he has a cat form that he transforms into when he goes into the metaverse. But you have the asset. The asset. Like, you have the assets to portray Morgana in a cat, as a cat. Also, it would be consistent with every other character portrait in the game. Like, they have their, you know, their metaverse outfits, and then they have, you know, their normal clothes, you know, their civvies. So why can't Morgana's civvies be his cat portrait? I mean, it feels like the only reason they didn't use his cat portrait from the beginning is because they wanted this whole symbolic thing of him being stuck as an actual cat rather than his mascot, you know, metaverse form. Which I just think it's kind of dumb. Like, that's just dumb. Like, he should look like a cat. His character portrait should look like a cat when he's a cat. Like, I understand if you didn't have the time or resources to create a new portrait for him, but you clearly did, and you're wasting it on a short portion of the game. It is weird. I kind of wish they'd fix that in, Royal.
We need to find them.
I'm not sure if we actually need
That's
to
where
show
Daiba
this
started
discussion.
the palace. You know how the rest goes.
No, go ahead and show how you got all the way to where we were.
Just bumming around town without a care.
Like, no. It was an okay scene, but we didn't really need to see that. Because we can infer, we're not dumb, we can infer that like they figured out what was going on and decided to go out, or they didn't quite figure out what was going on, but like they knew enough, obviously, to realize where we're going.
I'm sorry. Deep down, I always suspected something strange was happening. Something wrong. But being with my mom was so much fun, I stopped trying to figure it out. But I've totally snapped out of it thanks to you. I'm all good now.
It's okay if this is painful.
Yep, no worries. I'm fine. What? School's tomorrow, right? You better not stay up late. You might end up oversleeping.
We've
We've all been through too much today. Let's try to get some sleep.
Poor Morgana, he can no longer be a real boy. What, you got something to say? You're quite looker. Look who you're talking about. How could that be anything else? Sheesh. All the trouble with Yoshizawa and Maruki. We get nothing but problems right now.
Yep.
But we should all meet up at the hideout. We gotta recap the situation and hold a strategy meeting. Also, when is the metaverse gonna show up again? I'm trying to wrap my head around all this, and it's just not happening. I can't think straight at all. I can hardly blame you. I'm still so confused myself. Either way, I think we all earned a bit of a rest. Maybe a good night's sleep will help us all calm down. You're right. Certainly, the combat has us tired out as well. We could all use some time to decompress. And on that note, good night. We're gonna need time to figure all this out. Either way, we can think about this tomorrow. For now, we should go to sleep. Confirm Maruki's reality. I mean, I could have made a backup save, but whatever. Too late now.
Hey.
Should we like be out of our? Okay, there we go. We can go back to the Velvet Room finally. What has locked down if they're in the first place?
It's been quite some time.
Why are we in chains again?
We have finally succeeded in reaching you.
There we go. He's close.
You have been imprisoned once more. This time, Not by the god of control, but a different entity, one who's bound you through your future. However, you held fast to your free will and believed in your bonds, allowing your friends to regain their own realities. You are on the verge of grasping a potential reality once more. Our meeting again now within this place is proof enough. It seems the time has come.
Wait.
We are merely beings who provide aid to humans as they carry out their will. You must be the one to determine the path and actions to take. If the will of rebellion still thrives within you, then we will surely meet again.
Lady Lavenza told you that? You ought to tell everyone else that too. Let's all meet up after school.
Good morning.
Nice glasses.
Sorry. I can't believe what I tried to do to you two. I genuinely cannot apologize enough for what happened.
Oh, come on. There's no need for that. More importantly, how have you been?
Physically, I'm fine. But mentally, to be entirely honest, I'm all mixed up.
Are you okay?
My memories are still pretty fuzzy, and I haven't really processed everything yet. I'm going to need a little time to myself to think things through. I have to figure out what to do with myself from here on.
Like, is she going to rejoin the party? Or... like... what's the point of her if she doesn't rejoin the party? I mean, I can imagine maybe there is like a final dungeon after this one. Like, that would be the only other explanation. Like, that'd be the only other way to handle this. It's so awesome. There's no bowling or anything like that here. Also weird that they didn't actually add a club or sport that we can participate in. That's something that was like felt really missing from Persona 5 versus.
Time's up.
Happy New Year, everyone. You all did your homework, right? Next year's going to be all about your college entrance exam, so you better start preparing now. Oh, and if you cause any trouble, that'll show up on your transcript, so make sure you behave yourselves, okay? Now, time to turn in that homework. Let's see, who's on class duty today?
Man.
Have you been studying? Well, not that you really had time for that. Considering rested up, more or less, my mind was racing so much that I passed out before I even realized it. Same here. I think I sorted through my own thoughts, but I still like to hear everyone else's take. Let's meet at the hideout. Sure thing. We'll come to the hideout right after school then. Gotcha. Cool, I'll be waiting for all of you. If we need to update everyone about Lady Lavenza and hook up our plans for from here on out too.
We have to choose our own path, eh? Akechi had mentioned that we needed to determine what we'll do from here on out. It seems he was right.
We can't accept this reality, but that means we'll have to fight Dr. Maruki, right? That's right. We have to confront Maruki and steal his desire. In a way,
It's business as usual for us.
Dr. Maruki is an adult with a warped desire. But that desire's just a wish for us all to be happy, right?
I admit, it's nothing similar to the desires we've seen in the likes of Shido and Kamoshida.
The Phantom Thieves only change the hearts of evildoers. Dr. Maruki is quite different from our past targets.
Well, we did change the heart of the girl sitting next to you once, so...
Well, I think we already know what we gotta do. Haru's right. Dr. Maruki ain't a shitty adult at all. There are probably plenty of folks out there living all happy in this reality. Who knows? Maybe Dr. Maruki is actually doing the right thing. But we all still feel like this reality's wrong, right? We decide what's right for ourselves. That's what we all agreed on when we went after him in the palace. If changing Doc's heart fixes our reality, I'm gonna do it. So... somebody say something?
Sorry, I was just thinking about how right you are, Ryuichi.
So we're going to change our target's heart not to reform society, but to acquire the reality we believe in.
His wisdom score's gone up a bit.
That doesn't sound bad at all.
Then it's unanimous.
Well, that means our next step is pretty clear.
We gotta check out the palace again?
Right. Maruki said that he'd be willing to fight if we are too. It's safe to assume he's expecting us to infiltrate his palace.
That reminds me. You know that, reality bending stuff? Why is Doc able to do that anyway?
I've been wondering the same thing. Even if he was the top cognitive science expert, that wouldn't be enough for him to do all of this.
If we're going to fight Maruki, we'd better dig up some more intel on him first.
Good day. This is Lavenza speaking.
Can we put her on speaker? Lavenza?
Huh?
Your will of rebellion has reached new heights. We would like to aid that will, if you find it agreeable.
Please.
Wait, how is she even calling you?
And how'd she know
There's
how high our wills are? Did she tap your line or something?
Her timing was just too perfect. Maybe she actually did.
I have performed no form of electronic surveillance whatsoever.
Apparently she can hear you.
They actually hit the speaker button.
There's something I wish to tell you regarding your current situation. However, I'm reaching the limit of my communication ability with this method. Let us meet in person tomorrow.
Where?
It would be best for me to select a location considered easy to reach by all parties. Therefore, let us convene at your school.
At Shujin?
Wait, she'll be at the school? Lavenza will?
In that case,
Is she on speaker?
I'll see you tomorrow.
She hung up.
Is she really gonna go to our school? Just walk through the front gates like nothing?
I mean, she could... I don't even know if she needs to walk through the front gates.
I'm not sure what to make of it. But since we've determined our goal and Lavenza's offered to help us, I'd call that progress of some sort.
All we have left is whatever we discuss tomorrow at school, plus whether or not we're going to team up with Akechi.
Considering what he told us, really does seem like we share an end goal with Akechi, but... Well, I think we ought to team up.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Are you sure?
Also, he should be our new navigator.
Dr. Maruki's strong enough to change reality itself. If we're gonna fight him, we're gonna need Akechi's help.
Or at least our new, like, voiceover.
Plus, if he does betray us again, we'll just take him out too.
Haru!
Guess that settles that.
Let's all meet at Shujin tomorrow. I'll take care of figuring out how to get Yusuke and Futaba in the school.
I appreciate the effort. Thank you.
I mean, in her defense, he did murder her father, so... But you were reaching out to him earlier.
Home for now.
But do you think Lavenza will make it to the school? I hope she doesn't get lost or anything. Yeah, don't you think it's a bad idea her wandering around in that getup? That's true. Hopefully no one gives her a hard time. If someone does, you better come up with a good excuse for her, Jun. Morgana's on top of it?
For real?
Well, no, how am I supposed to hold up somehow like that? Like he helping out a little kid? Sounds like one dynamite duo. That could lead 3 seasons of the movie easy. That's how he's helpful to us right now, though. Anyway, I'm certain she would reach out to us if something were to go awry. That's true, they can put her faith in Lavenza. Agreed. Let us know if anything changes, Jen. Good night, everyone.
Yeah.
I would Lady Lavenza wanted to meet up at the school. It's not like she just wants to check out the place, right? I'm getting enough sleep. I'm starting to get into the actual like flow of going back to school. So whatever. Take a break for today. I want to think on it a bit more. Do we need to actually talk to Morgana? Maybe Wednesday will come by to school. It must mean she's got something important to talk about. Let's hear her out. Hey, Ellie. Let's go ahead and sleep. Ellie, don't be mean. Hey. Sorry. Damn it, Morgana! Come on, what's up? Don't give me the sorry it's nothing.
No.
I just remembering what happened that night. Remember, right? Night before we went to Mentos to racing, before we dealt with Shido?
Hey.
Or how I said I finally found the place where I belong? How I want to heal and want to feel? Even though I said that, I really believed it. I still fell right into Maruki's hands. I know I've made it obvious how much I want to be a human. More than once I thought it would give me a chance with Lady On, but yeah, she's totally Ryuji's. What I did was just so lame. I can't believe I was off having a blast while you were busy trying to help us. I understand why, though.
Wait.
Quit being so nice to me. If you're trying to excuse something this big, I'd be more disappointed than anything. I think about it, you've been helping me from the very beginning. Hell, I was locked up in the prison when we first met. I'm nowhere near cool. Hey. You're already super cool. You're one cool cat who knows where it's at. Quit buttering me up. You had to tell me twice, though. I'm gonna be super cool from here on out.
Listen up.
No, you have toys over there. Go play with those. Please? I'm sorry. You know what? I'm gonna make you a promise right now. From here on, I'm going to be more independent. I keep on relying on you for everything because deep down I thought you could figure everything out for me. But that's all changing. I'm going to stand proud on my own 4 feet. I'm going to be the one to protect you. I promise I will. Oh yeah, we gotta automatically improve his persona. Fusion Ha! I discovered a new know my original power.
Alright.
100% of Mercury has transformed into Diego. Where in the world is Diego?
Okay.
Morgana's persona Diego. Tennis Maruki is just desserts. And when he tries to pull it over on us is like that is asking for it. Let's do our best.
Right.
Sorry for all the hassle. You and I are gonna be even greater partners now.
Let's turn in for the night.
Well, things are gonna get hectic starting tomorrow, so let's call it a night. Miracle Rush. Can't take screenshot now. The new year is starting. Oh, Sleepy, what did you do those for New Year? We sure got to see one excuse to laze around. You should got that's supposed the excuse to relax, you know. We decorate the Kodomatsu, Kakabi, Mushi, and Shimenawa in order to welcome the Toshikami deities. It's one of the oldest traditions in Japan. By the way, cherry blossom viewing and even Children's Day are meant to commemorate their deities and spirits. Japan's got a lot of gods, so naturally there ended up being a lot of events and rituals to accommodate them all. It's a phrase referring to all the Shinto gods as a collective. Anyone know it offhand? Well, Takamaki-san. I'll bet you slept through Shikatsu. Huh? Yeah, I mean...
Hey, wait!
Let's panic. Be a good guy and help her out.
Seriously?
I'm so lucky. I didn't even sleep through Shigatsu. Anybody, can you give me a hint? It's some praise about the gods, but it's kind of abstract, right? It's Shin Megami Tensei. I don't know. The phrase supposed to illustrate about the gods of Shinto. How much they love to party! Great, I had to frickin' look this up on the frickin' walkthrough. Where is it? What? Not. The guy not actually extend into the Yep, it only goes up to the 22nd, the final day of exams, and so I have no idea. So I had to frickin' guess. And I can't use the frickin' phone a friend button. How numerous they are? Is that right? What's the phrase again? The one about how many gods there are in Shinto? The Kami. Okay, I'm gonna do Shinto 10,000 gods. Yeah, apparently it is considered a 10,000 gods. That actually sounds cooler than 8 million gods, so I think it was more than that actually. Okay. So it's 8 million gods, I guess? Okay. But 10,000 like has more alliteration in it. The 8 million gods.
Correct.
That's correct. We call them the Yale Rosu no Kami, or the 8 million gods. I know Kami, but that number is not meant to be taken literally. I'm probably not even emphasizing the symbols correctly. Essentially shorthand for myriad gods, an uncountable number. In olden days, the Japanese believed that gods dwelled in everything. What with all these traditions, you could say that these beliefs still affect our lives today. It's a wonderful thing, really. We really need to cherish our history.
Nice going.
It's Leon seems really relieved. And we get a point of charm regardless of how long it took us to figure it out. It's pretty good studying, I'm impressed.
You've been awfully busy lately. Don't forget to eat lunch.
Hey, Lavenza!
As for myself, be sure to order some jelly-filled bread and... That's...
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's just fluttering down the hall like a graceful... But wait, that's not my point. Let's follow it. Hey!
She's done it so you don't lose sight of it. I'm pretty sure only we see it.
Oh!
You see that? It went to the first floor. Where was it trying to go? Oh, we gotta follow it now.
For real?
That's what I was. What's going on here? It's just like my dream. You should have been your dreams. That's strange. Well, never mind that. There's no point in thinking about it right now. Let's get inside the nurse's office quickly. Mamoruki's office is like still kind of there.
Lady Lavenza.
Hello. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming.
I see. Exchanging common expressions upon meeting like humans do, it has a rather pleasant feeling. But that is irrelevant. Let's turn to the matter at hand. As I told you yesterday, there's something I wish to tell you. But first, please gather your other friends here.
We're treating this at lunchtime.
You want to meet in the nurse's office?
This place is filled with the cognition of bed rest. Maintaining my existence in a reality controlled by someone like Maruki is no simple feat. But the exhaustion that it induces is limited by this place's cognition, so I may converse with you all in person here.
It's effectively a
See.
safe room of sorts.
Let us continue this conversation once everyone involved has convened. Until that time, I will provide my eyes a much-needed rest.
Wait, rest? Lady Lavenza? I guess we should get everyone in here.
Infiltration success.
I'm rather surprised no one took notice of us.
Considering how I don't have an adequate excuse for the school to approve your being here, we're lucky it went as well as it did.
As long as you maintain an air of confidence, you can fool just about anybody into thinking you belong. I must say, though, I hadn't expected you to actually reach out to me for something like this.
Well, it's just as we said before. We've accepted your offer to work together.
Now
And we'll kill you if you...
get in the way of our goal. But if you ever betray us again, we'll make sure you regret it.
All right, then. That's no concern of mine, anyway. Remember what I told you all before? We share a mutual interest. Until Maruki is defeated, we have a deal to uphold.
It appears that everyone's arrived. Does this mean you're ready to begin?
Ain't that our line?
Care to fill us in?
Yes. I wished to speak with you about the circumstances that led this Maruki to alter reality as you know it, as well as the true nature of his power.
You know all of that?
I admit there will be a degree of speculation involved, but only to a small extent. First, I will explain the situation with the current reality. I believe that Maruki has altered the cognition of the masses. In other words, it's thought that the alterations he's made are the result of his meddling with mementos.
He changed mementos? How is that even possible?
Isn't it gone though?
Wait, don't forget about our experience with the Metanav in Maruki's palace. Seems like this kind of thing has a habit of sticking around despite our expectations.
Mementos is the cognition of the masses given form. If that man is truly capable of controlling individuals' cognitions, and that man were also to gain access to mementos, it would be no surprise that he could impact everyone's cognitions and affect reality itself. Could he really have done all that?
I mean, it's assumed that Dr. Maruki has the power to control cognition, right?
Exactly. That man's controlling of cognition. Let's see. Why don't we refer to his power as actualization? Most likely, that actualization is a power unique to a persona. In other words, this man named Maruki is...
He's a persona user?
That's impossible.
Yeah, persona user supposedly cannot have a palace.
There's no way to have a persona and a palace at the same time.
It's like patting your head and rubbing your stomach at the same time.
Determining when Maruki first awakened to his power is wholly impossible. However, by the time he crossed your paths, there's no doubt that he was making use of his actualization, although he may have only been doing so subconsciously.
Even if it is just his subconscious, he's using a persona in the real world.
So, his ability to make Yoshizawa-san think she was Kasumi-chan.
It was most likely through the use of actualization.
Still though, even if we assume that Maruki has unique persona abilities, such as the case with him and myself, we still need to determine how he used that power on Mementos as a whole, rather than a single individual.
Right. Even if there were some kind of power that could affect Mementos, it's on a whole other level from what we've seen so far. A single person just shouldn't be capable of all that.
There's probably another god that we'll have to defeat after we defeat Maruki.
That's true. Changing reality just by thinking about it isn't something humans do. It's something that, like, gods do.
Bingo.
And what if he became such a god?
What? The god of control.
Indeed, the being in Mementos that you all defeated was a false deity that the masses deludedly clung to. It is easy to conclude that Maruki simply took over the false god's position when it disappeared.
Took over his position? What do you mean? So you're saying society thinks of Doc as a god now or something?
Now, the Phantom Thieves are the ones who gained the masses' support after defeating this so-called god of control. So it would follow that the masses would turn to the Phantom Thieves next as their savior. In that case, why did they instead turn to Maruki, who did none of the work the Phantom Thieves did?
We're invested in the Phantom Thieves, not Maruki.
Wait, you what? What do you mean? We never wished for anything like this. Is that really true?
It's most likely because...
We wished for it?
What? After we defeated the god of control, we wished for reality to be like Dr. Maruki described it. And it happened?
I don't remember doing any wishing with you guys and Doc. I mean, when would we have even had the chance to?
What about our counseling?
You can't change the past, but you still want to keep your chin up and press onward. Is that the gist of it? That sounds about right. I mean, it's definitely better if none of this had happened at all, but no matter what path you might take to get there, hope your track dreams will still do you some good in the end. Thanks.
Looks like you all walked right into the spider's parlor.
There's no way of knowing how many of those situations were intentionally orchestrated by that man. However, the result is still the same. A desire for his actualization was seeded within your hearts. Thus, I have no doubt that it was your own desires that led to their actualization.
So this is all our fault, huh?
We're the ones who told him the cognitive world really exists, too.
He has to be stopped.
Right, let's fight. If this is our own fault, we've got to be the ones to fix it.
Yes. This realization changes none of what we must do.
Very well. Then allow me to proceed. This world is in a very unstable condition currently. On the day that the God of Control fused Mementos with the real world, the merging was undone through your efforts, and the two worlds are now attempting to return to their initial states.
So, What you're saying is this world has reverted to a state where the fusion with Mementos hasn't been totally undone.
Yeah, I figured that.
That's why Maruki's palace was visible in Odaiba.
Even as we speak, Maruki is still influencing this world in places where its boundaries are blurred. As slow a pace as it may be, he still continues to actualize the world of the masses as a whole. Should this continue, reality shall merge with Mementos once more. The two worlds will again become one. When that happens, anyone trapped within the actualized world can never again awaken to the original one.
No.
This issue goes beyond the masses as well. Although you are all Persona users, it would be next to impossible to defy Maruki in a world completely under his control. To be clear, once the two worlds conclude their fusion, there will be no chance of your success in this mission. And I believe this fusion will conclude in 1 month's time.
We only have a month.
If memory serves me correctly, February 3rd was the date Dr. Maruki gave us, right? Could he have possibly chosen the time limit based on when his actualization will be completed?
It's possible.
If that's the case, we don't got another choice except to steal his treasure by then.
We'll need to secure our route to the treasure by the 2nd so we can send our calling card. Then, on the day of, we're most likely going to have to fight Maruki.
Allow me to produce the calling card. This is certain to be our final card. I'll pour my heart and soul into its creation.
Be that as it may, there are still some unsolved questions.
Meaning Metadav?
Right.
What's the deal with the palace's name? Doesn't seem to affect the app's functions, but...
That must also be a product of Maruki's cognition. He most likely learned that you could somehow infiltrate the metaverse. As long as he permits your existence, your method of infiltration will not entirely disappear either. However, in his heart he must have feared you would learn his identity as the palace's ruler. Perhaps such a feeling took the form of hiding the ruler's name from you.
But in that case, why didn't Dr. Maruki just actualize us out of existence entirely?
That's not how he does things.
Maruki told us he wants us to accept his world. It may be hard to believe, but since we mutually benefit from his actualization, maybe he really does want us to submit.
Sorry, even if it does fix shit for us, I just can't accept the world getting treated like that. Let's start the infiltration tomorrow, yeah? And you? Sound good?
You're willing to ask me as well.
Duh, dude. The Phantom Thieves don't act unless it's a unanimous vote.
Fine then. You know I have no intention of accepting Maruki's world anyway.
Then that settles that.
Wait, what about Yoshizawa-san?
We may not have summoned her as one of the Phantom Thieves. This definitely involves her as well. Maybe we should fill her in on our situation once she comes to terms with her own. What she does with that information, though, that's up to her.
Right.
If that concludes matters, I shall continue to watch over you, Trickster. Please show me the path that you choose for humanity.
Speaking of...
I just...
Guess we might as well close up for the night. Hey, once you're done washing that, you can go ahead and call it a... welcome.
Yoshizawa?
Have a seat. She's here to see you, right? Now, don't worry about finishing up. I'll take care of it later.
Sorry for coming over so late. And thank you for the coffee. It's delicious.
Restores your SP too.
Would you mind if I got something off my chest? Thank you. So, to tell the truth, I saw you all go into the nurse's office today. And, I sort of eavesdropped on your conversation.
About the actualization?
You've all found the paths you want to take, and are following them with such confidence. Whereas, I'm simply... like Dr. Maruki said before, I ran from the truth. I couldn't handle the fact that Kasumi died because of my actions. My memories are still a bit hazy, but even when I remembered that I'm really Sumire, I didn't want to accept it. I was still running from reality, where Kasumi is gone, where I had to live for Kasumi instead of as her.
You still want to run?
No. Like I said earlier, I realized something when I saw you all striving to push onward. I can't keep running like this. But now that Kasumi's gone, I have no idea what to do with myself. Senpai, what should I do?
Join us! I know you choose well.
You can be awfully firm sometimes, Senpai. But you're absolutely correct. I must thank you for allowing me to unload all of this onto you. I'm still not completely sure what I should do, but I plan to think more on it. I've got to figure out what to do with my life now.
Let's reform society.
We're going to the palace whether you want to or not. Rewriting reality. I never have thought such a thing possible. Not only that, but this palace is ruled by a persona user. How does that make any sense? I know god-bodying when I see it. At this point, he basically is a god, right? You should make Shido look small time. We need to come up with a plan. It's a good point. We should be here tomorrow. Sounds good. Speaking of which, how should we contact Kakashi-kun? He isn't part of our chat. Guess we should let him back into the group chat, right? Yeah, that'd be quickest. Agreed. Alright, I'll take care of it. Thanks. 1 month to go, huh? We better come up with a plan. That time is gonna go by fast. Of course. But I gotta get some stuff from Tanaka's Amazing Commodities.
For real?
For real. Can't believe he controlled mementos. Very different from the others. Maruki's going to be a tough one to take down.
I should write something.
Oh, we can go to the thieves' den. Gallery. Hey, new award. It's pretty hard to see your own brother turn into something like that.
I believe it's different.
No, that's not it. I was thinking how glad I am that I met the Phantom Thieves. If not, I don't think I would have been able to stand it to my father. The whole palace was a wild ride, but the dark base was something else. Pitch black in there, but there were still so many flashy shadows. Is that what stood out to you? I was especially bothered by it. It was a novel experience to feel our way for the darkness, but our sense of sight to guide us. If that's how you feel, then just put on a blindfold. You get all the inspiration in the world.
I see.
Also, by blocking my physical sight, I can temper my mind's eye. Is that what you mean? Sure, let's go with that. This approach will surely lead me to new fun beauty. I must test it at once. Oh boy, here he goes again. You're free to temper with it you will, but just don't get yourself in trouble with the law, right? That's all Kodo has to say about this. Paris, look, the moment you go up on TV, the crowd goes wild. It's not as great as you may think. With this much attention on me, I need to constantly consider how the audience and media will interpret my words. Yeah, screw 'em. Why can't you just say whatever you damn well please? Hi everybody, I'm the super cool, super hot detective Prince Goro Akechi. Singular, ready for fan mail, tee. Like that. You poor soul. I don't need your pity. That's right for Diego. We still wonder what part Jose has in all this. Was he secretly the final boss? Well, look at all those awards. Wasn't it a lot of work to earn those? You're a pretty hard worker, mister. Looks like there are still a lot of rewards left, but I bet you just might be able to get them all. Good job, but don't overdo it, okay? So what do you like to learn about?
Yeah. Doing good?
I need to beat all the retro games. I can solve all. I have 2 crossword puzzles I haven't done yet. I haven't done that yet. There's no way I'm gonna do that. There's 10 books I haven't read yet. I'm not gonna be able to do that. I have I have 5 confidants I haven't maxed out yet. I'm gonna defeat the Reaper. I haven't actually. So that's. There's enemies to defeat. Haven't gotten any of those free things. That's the time close time to complete the inmate registry. That's kind of surprising. Complete all requests. I'm gonna re-enter the block scene. It's spoilerific.
Hey, hey.
I still can't believe we're being forced to go to the palace again. It's making a new record for the longest time we have had about being able to actually do like confidant and effectively have, you know, free will to do whatever the heck we want. Wait, this is like insanely long. No, we're not. We should be careful. Let's just not go.
Okay.
No, we're not. Go to hell. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna read this because I'm really irritated at this.
Right.
Very well. Let us go.
Oh, it's... Hello, everyone.
Something wrong?
You're going to fight Dr. Maruki, yes? Please, take me with you.
But you can't go in dressed like that.
What's wrong with her clothes?
Please? I'm done running away.
She needs to reawaken to her persona.
I can't keep relying on
Okay.
people like Senpai. I want to live life as Sumire.
Color me impressed.
Looks like she'll do just fine here.
Time to team up.
Thank you.
In that case, we gotta come up with a code name for you.
What now?
It wouldn't be right if you were the only one going by your real name, you know?
Oh, you're right.
Joker, got any suggestions?
It's not gonna matter. Oh, I like the sound of Violet.
Oh, that's right. Sumire in English is Violet. Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Violet. Yes, let's go with that.
Violet, you're turning violet, Violet.
Excellent.
Remember, everyone, Violet, not violent, Violet.
Violent is, Actually, can she have a code name?
Yes, thank you for clarifying.
I am surrounded by absolute fools. Are we done? We should probably get moving.
I know.
Why do we ever give Akechi a code name?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he did. I can't remember what it was. So what are we supposed to do now? Get right to the treasure. We've gotta know where it is before we can steal it, after all. We already checked most of the places on the map, though. Looks like we need to go even deeper into the palace.
Yes.
Locked security door here. I say that's the best place to investigate. I'm getting some weird shadow readings, so be careful. That's over in front of the auditorium. Let's get going. More something's gonna happen during this whole infiltration to, like, make Futaba into a party member. Like, it's possible that my suspicions are wrong. So I don't have a... Okay, so Ryuji and Morgana don't have SP adhesives. I probably just need one more to get everyone an SP adhesive. I just need one more SP adhesive. Okay, so right now we have Kasumi.
Hey. Oh.
Okay.
Thanks.
Finally start fusing personas again. Hey, the door's open again.
To the Velvet Room.
Prison door's open.
I have been waiting.
In the Velvet Room reflects the state of your own heart. Room treated reflect you're showing the spirit of rebellion to the entity that binds your future.
Indeed.
Give him more voice acting, damn it! Your changed appearance must also be due to the rebellious spirit you harbored for so long. If by spirit you appear to have grasped a new possibility as well. Possibility?
Then
The current you should be capable of fusing new personas. Please make good use of this to keep your ruin at bay.
Very well.
Continue to provide aid on your perilous journey. Now, to your business. I figure you're gonna fuse a few more personas and
I'll just add
then call it a night.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Let me hear your business. I should probably register some
Compendium, what will
clothes.
you be registering? Would you like to register this to the compendium? Would you like to register this to the compendium? Would you like to register this to the compendium? Awaken your noose performing effusion. To whom will you give birth? It seems to hold a vast amount of power. Choose which skill to inherit.
Do we have charger concentrate though? I don't think we do. Dodge nuke. Dang it. I am Chi-Yu. By wielding this mask, you shall gain the power to invent a vast multitude of destructive weapons. Of course I have concentrate.
Did you change your mind? The compendium, yes? You wish to browse the entries? You would like to... You wish to summon this person? You may take it with you, then. You would like to... You wish to summon this persona? You may take it with you, then. Awaken, performing a few. Make your selection.
Oh, I probably don't have the ability because I haven't maxed out. Whatever it is. Oh, Judgment. I maxed out Judgment. Okay, it's... No, I don't want the royal... All of... That's... Okay, it is royal. Okay, cool. Can I get my frickin' money back? What? Psy Piccolo with over 92 and a regent. Okay, that's freaking weird. There's a level restriction.
Performing a fusion? Which persona will you send? Which persona will you send?
Because these are the... I get is Nagino Okami Piccolo for any of these.
It seems to hold a vast amount of power.
We haven't unlocked this power of the truth of the world.
Did you change your mind? A compendium, yes? You wish to browse the entries?
So get Messiah Picaro and level him up to 96. I need to figure out there's another freaking thread about this because it's freaking ridiculous. Here's game facts. First give up and surrender yourself up and surrender to as well. Although, let's look up how do you fuse Messiah Picaro.
You wish to summon this persona?
Because I do have Judgment.
Awaken your new self. Performing a fusion? Which persona are you looking for? It seems to hold a vast amount of power.
I have to grind for money for a while.
Choose which skill to inherit.
Dang it, I need more slots. Dang it. That's not even very good.
Did you change your mind?
Okay, so and Regent.
The compendium, yes? You wish to browse the entries?
Although it's not gonna work because I won't have the friggin' money to.
You would like to. You wish to summon this persona? You may take it with you then. Awaken. You're performing a fusion. Make your selection.
There you go.
It seems to hold a vast amount of power. May luck be on your side. Indeed.
So the frickin' grind or farm for money.
I'll just add this.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna call it a night for now. Yeah, okay. Head over to our wall of patrons. And they can be here for as little as $1 per month. And yeah, it will go to a game of your choice. Upon your first payment. And then yeah, and you can like potentially put it to a different game. Each month will like have like a poll basically. And yeah, so for more details, of course, if you're watching the VOD, you may want to check out the most up-to-date list. Go to patreon.com/pixelsplays. And of course, there's a slew of other things you can do that will just take a few seconds of your time. So please consider those things as well. Thanks as always to our producer, Aaron McMahon, and to all of you, thanks for watching. Until next time.